if you're feeling a little bit disconnected from abundance right now, then this is for you. I'm Susanna from the Tapping Association, and this lovely session today is for those moments when perhaps you feel like abundance is really far away and you just need that nice loving reminder that actually, yes, I am wildly abundant, like I am this abundant being. Even if you can't feel it yet, or that doubt is really creeping in, or you feel like somehow you've got a fake positivity, none of that. You're here now and you're open to abundance, and that's the main thing. So we're going to really tap into that. All right, so let's begin with a nice deep breath in through the nose, grounding into this space, feeling your seated weight on the chair, feet on the ground, and then exhaling whenever you're ready. Nice gentle exhale, and on that exhale just let go a little bit. Just let go of any stress or tension as you ground yourself in this space. Now we're skipping the setup phrases on the side of the hand. We're going to go straight to the eyebrow points. So tapping on the eyebrow points, repeating what I say either in your mind or out loud. I'm wildly abundant even if I can't see or feel it yet. And that yet is important. Side of the eye, I'm wildly abundant, even if gratitude takes a little bit of effort some days. Under the eye, I'm wildly abundant, even when old stories try to tell me I'm not. Under the nose, I'm wildly abundant, even when I doubt what I deserve. Chin point, I'm wildly abundant even when fear whispers otherwise. Collarbone point, I'm wildly abundant even when I carry these past stories of lack or scarcity. Maybe old patterns or beliefs that keep me stuck. I'm still wildly abundant even with those. Under the arm, I'm wildly abundant even when I feel unworthy of receiving. You are worthy and deserving. You always have been and you always will be. Top of the head, I'm wildly abundant even when I forget how truly supported I am. So as we tap here, let's just gently remember together who or what supports you in your life, either now or in the past. Who or what supports you? Eyebrow points, I'm wildly abundant and I trust that the universe is on my side. I trust, I surrender. Side of the eye, I'm wildly abundant and I'm allowed to receive with joy. Under the eye, I'm wildly abundant and I'm open to miracles, big and small. Bring on the miracles. Under the nose, I'm wildly abundant and I no longer need to prove my worth. You don't need to prove your worth. Chin point, I'm wildly abundant and I release fear around money and success. Let that go. Collarbone points, I'm wildly abundant and I'm learning more about welcoming more into my life. Under the arm, I'm wildly abundant and I don't have to do it all alone. Top of the head, I'm wildly abundant and I'm so grateful for everything I already have in my life. So grateful. Eyebrow points, I'm wildly abundant and I celebrate the richness of life. The richness of life. Side of the eye, I'm wildly abundant and I soften into the flow of receiving. I soften into the flow of receiving. Under the eye, I'm wildly abundant and I let my heart feel safe to expand. Let that abundance grow in your heart. Under the nose, I'm wildly abundant and I honour the journey I'm on. My journey is my journey. Chin point, I'm wildly abundant and I release comparison and lack. Collarbone point, I'm wildly abundant and I'm already enough, just as I am. Under the arm, I'm wildly abundant and each breath, each tap reminds me of that truth. Top of the head, I'm wildly abundant and I trust in divine timing. Let's breathe that in now. So breathing in gratitude and openness and exhaling any tension or resistance. Still on the top of the head. It's breathing ease and joy. And just exhaling any not enoughness. Let that go. Breathing in deep trust. And releasing doubt and fear. Nice deep breaths here. Okay, well done. Let's do one final round. So eyebrow points, I'm wildly abundant. And abundance is a natural part of who I am. How does that feel? Side of the eye, I'm wildly abundant and I welcome prosperity in any and all forms. Any and all forms. Under the eye, I'm wildly abundant and I carry a wealth of gifts within me. I love that one. Let's say that one again. I'm wildly abundant and I carry a wealth of gifts within me. Really let that settle into your heart because that one's so important. I'm wildly abundant and I carry a wealth of gifts within me. Under the nose, I'm wildly abundant and I create a life that feels rich and aligned. Rich and aligned. What lovely words. Chin points, I'm wildly abundant and I share my abundance freely and joyfully. Collarbone points, I'm wildly abundant and I'm always supported. Really feeling that being held and supported. Under the arm, I'm wildly abundant and I open my arms to receive. Let's do that now. I'm wildly abundant and I open my arms to receive. Top of the head, I'm wildly abundant and I carry this truth into every single moment. Let's repeat that last one again. Hand on heart, tapping on the top of the head. I'm wildly abundant and I carry this truth into every single moment. Brilliant, well done. So stop tapping there, place your hands on your heart and close your eyes as you take a nice deep breath. In through the nose, hold at the top of that breath and then just exhaling slowly. So just keep your eyes closed for me, keep your hands on your heart, just listen to my words. We're just going to end with a nice short abundance meditation now. So just taking some gentle breaths, letting all the energy settle, letting all those words really soften in your nervous system, soften in your heart. And I'd like to remind you now that you are allowed to feel abundant. You're allowed to thrive. And you're already more abundant than you even know. So take some time today to really notice that abundance in really small ways, whether that's an abundance of water that flows from your tap, the ability to just go and get yourself a nice fresh glass of water anytime, Maybe it's an abundance of nature, trees and leaves, bird song or sunlight streaming through your window. Could be an abundance of love and kindness. Maybe that's from your animal companions or friends or family, or even online connections, whether that's near or far. Could be an abundance of comfort, a nice soft blanket, a warm drink, or a safe place to land. Feeling that abundance of supporting energy from the universe that just helps you through those ups and downs. Maybe it's an abundance of time, moments that are yours to pause, to reflect, to breathe, moments just like this one. Maybe it's just having an abundance of choices in your life. Even the small ones, like what you're going to wear, what you're going to eat, how you're going to spend your next moments, all those choices. An abundance of breath that's always available, always returning, always grounding you from the here and to the here and now. You don't even need to think about it. Also, that abundance of inner wisdom that gently whispers to you what you need, even when the mind is really noisy. Perhaps that intuition and wisdom that even brought you here today. An abundance of beauty, beauty in the ordinary, the overlooked. That quiet magic that's all around you. And finally, the abundance of possibility, knowing that even now something new can unfold. Doesn't matter where you are in your life, how old or young you are, something new can unfold. Well done. So open your eyes there, have a little stretch if you want to. And that felt so wildly abundant to share this session with you today. If this really spoke to you or helped you or supported you or helped you feel more abundant, then please do leave me a comment to let me know, or just drop me an emoji so that I know that you stopped by. Thank you so much for tapping with me today. Have a wildly abundant day. Take care of yourself. Bye.